But yeah, today we'll be trying to, or in this stream, we'll be trying to go into at least Manchuria. Well, actually, no, this is in China, but like go into China and also Manchuria. Well, I suppose that is technically part of China as well. We'll try to retake at least some of the Siberian waste that the Japanese have taken over so far. We'll see how far we'll actually get, but like, I don't actually know if if UK is gonna lose India here. I doubt they will, but it's not out of the realm of possibility, as I would say. But they do have a lot of planes over here somewhere, probably over there actually. So once we get a little bit further along here, it's going to be quite costly. And I don't have the airbase to protect everything, so over here in the mountains it's going to be very slow at advancing. Now we're still getting about 7, almost 8. Troops getting transferred to Far East. We already have, let's see, we got Taz's army going through, well, down here in China already. Then we got Masa's army going into Manchuria, and Mastane's army going into, like, or clearing out the Siberian areas, basically. So we've got 3 armies. We do have, of course, then Unsung's army lined up towards Afghanistan. Your army is towards Iran. But my army is over here going into Iraq and Syria. But of course we're not far fighting the allies yet, so it's not that big a deal. But yeah, we got okay amount of troops already in the east. We do also have Hauptmann's army in Stalingrad, kind of as a reserve, well, most of the army is in there, kind of as a reserve in regards to where we need it right now. I don't think I want to get too much troops. It's a fairly heavy army, by the way, so I don't want to get too much troops into Siberia right now, because there's a lot of problems with our, well, it's actually not that massive problems with the logistics, but there's a little bit potential issues with logistics. We are building, of course, a lot of the railways and such, so we should be fine in the long run, but right now it's still, let's just say that we're not quite there yet to have another army in here. But like, if we need reinforcements, we can use it. Not a problem yet, yeah. That is exactly the way to put it. Right, so there's a bit of bombardment here. Are we not intercepting that? You're returning from interception. Are you going in there now? Yeah, there we go. We caught them. We should be doing pretty good damage with these jet fighters now. Yeah, if he's in more, he will be. Especially since Hauptmann's army is like half mechanized or something like that. So it's definitely not going to be cheap. Right, let's go ahead and start attacking down here. The Mountaineer is going to go already. But I've cut off some... I had to play a few days at least. Actually, let's see. So that's... yeah, they've been cut off from there. So they got a little bit of troops over here. We just need to make sure that they don't break out, essentially. And we're going to destroy at least some divisions. But yeah, we cut off over there, and then we also reach, well, we can't actually move in here. So, like, we cut this area off a little bit, so they'd have to go quite a bit away to reach around down that way. So that gives us a little bit of breathing room, at least in here. Also moving already in there, so that army will start pushing north, and then get through Sanhe into Manchuria. I think that's going to be the best option right now, and then, you know, start pushing in there. Force the Japanese to annex Manchuria, which will then cost them at least 1 puppet, which lowers their modifiers a decent bit. Right, so that... this one might not hold. Are these dug in? That's 9 days, so technically yes, this one's 8 days. I could send you over there just in case. And of course we do... oh, export manganese to USA. I mean, I'll take the money. Right, so we've got the paratroopers in here. We've got a mountaineer from Taz's army up here as well, which I suppose we could actually send into Goldman already. It would be a long way. Unfortunately, one of the divisions shattered. Reinforcements is mostly fine. I mean, there could be maybe a little bit less right now, but it's okay for the time being. So are we attacking? Right, this one. And that's probably going to go fairly well. Now, I was going to put in some bombers over here into duty, wasn't I? Let's start doing some ground attack there. No nukes, just ground attack. We'll put in defensive, but we don't spend too much strength. if they get interceptors in here, which they might. Okay, that was a bit scary. There was a bit of a longer hour there. Okay, so let's see. What do they have here? There's the Marine Division, which is doing most of the damage. Then there's some Militias, Cavalry Division. And that's about it. So we should be able to break that attack soon enough. Or hopefully we can break that attack. Oh, we got another air combat. They're trying to do another bombardment or bombing run on the Mechanized Division here from us. And it's, well, it is fighting against 5 divisions, but most of those divisions do not have the piercing attack required. We got armor of 49, they got piercing at most 29. It'll be fun when the Americans put more pressure on us than they did on the entire war against Japan. I mean, they've probably done a lot in terms of a naval game, and, you know, they've taken... Hold on, what was this island again? Sakhalin. And then they've taken islands over here. And they've also done a landing... Well, I think they were doing a landing in Iwo Jima. At least they've taken Bonin Islands. But like, they've taken a fair bit of land in there, and then of course they got quite heavy fighting in Philippines still. So they've put in a decent bit of effort, but probably against us it's going to be much, much higher, because we are the player. Right, so we're about to reach there. The enemies do not have anyone in there right now. Well, that is good to know. So how's the counterattack? Okay, they are down to 4. And over here we are... Well, it's still not looking great, but we've got reinforcements going in there. We should be fine. We just need a few more bombing runs, and I think we can kind of break that one. Ooh, actually, I remember now. I was going to do some bombing over here for the logistics, wasn't I? Because they can't escape from there. But I don't want to attack into mountains across the river with just one division right now. We do have another division coming in. But even 2 of them, I'm not entirely sure. Like, we might just let them be there for a little while. They should be fairly low on supplies, I would imagine. Oh, there we go. So this is the new, or the province that we just entered into. How is this? Okay, that one needs to rest. We've got 2 divisions over here, but they're not really that great shape. I don't know, actually, the organization is over 90 average, so it's not that bad. How much can we have? I wonder. I mean, the infantry can have 160. Mixed support 220. Wow. Okay, then 128 for the pack artillery, 124 for the heavy AT, 123 for the engineers, 65. I think what might happen is once we reach like a certain year, some of the modifiers for the balancing wear off, or something like that. That might be the case. And then organize. Okay, so yeah, the organization max on the divisions is massive. Let's be honest. Right, so are we going to be able to hold this? I think we are. I mean, how's the manpower in terms of this battle? They got 7.6 thousand, we got 11, so we should be totally fine. There we go, we're pushing out one of the enemies. Then we're just going to keep on pushing them in here and clear out this soon enough. They got about 80% strength, we are down to 70, so, or 69. So once we get reinforcement there, that's going to be a lot. Yeah, the banners might not be reaching this far. That's kind of what I'm gathering, at least. Well, some of the balancing might not be reaching this far, but yeah, like the organization of pretty much every division can be just massively increased. Which I'll be fine, I'll take it. It's understandable, we are way past the usual time span anyway. And also, something to keep in mind is that we are on an older version of the mod. Oh, we got a bit of combat over here. That's not going great for us. Let's go ahead and just send you to retreat, so that we can repair you. I do not want to lose too many planes here. Or like full wings, at least. We do have... Right. Go ahead and start doing some ground attack there. Some medium bombers, and then we got some... Right, you're doing the air intercepting. Can you reach down here? Not really. Well, you're probably doing the northern areas anyway. Let's go ahead, actually. How far can you reach? Not that far, okay. So we could maybe move you forward, is that... Well, that doesn't really have room. We could maybe move you there. And then did we have any other bombers over here somewhere? I do recall that we had a decent bit of planes, but they might be... Oh, did we have some planes in Tashkent? No, not right now. Well, that might have been the... Like, since I did have to replay a little bit, like, from the start of the month. Because didn't we end up at a crash last time? I think we did. We lost a little bit, but it's not too bad. Okay, let's go ahead and leave one of the infantry behind and start attacking into Bayan Tumen. We're going to drive the Axis away from Mongolia. Oh man, that militia is going to have some hard times there. Our battle-hardened divisions. I mean, how much? Combat experience of 38% and actually only 11% of the mechanized. In theory, Japan should be stuck with 1946 seconds. They lose or should lose all their leadership. I don't think they are. They got at least up-to-date planes, that's for sure. Like, they've researched all the plane techs, all the plane prototypes as the same as we have, at least for like the single-engine stuff. Like we've done. The only thing that we haven't done all the way through is the heavy bombers, and we're working on that very slowly. Heavy armor forging is going to be done very soon. Yeah, it's going to be done in a few hours. Right, so we're going to get in there. Do you have... I suppose when we get in troops in there, we might actually try to either attack that. Oh, there we go, heavy armor forging, so that gives the armored stuff for ships. Capital ship engines also ahead of time. And that one is definitely ahead of time. Alright, we're researching all the 1956 already. Right, so it was at least down here, the armor thickness. Those three. Was there anything over here? No. What about cruisers? Was there something over here? No, I don't think cruisers need this. Carrier is probably the fourth one in there. Yep. Super carrier armor thickness. That would that be in 11 point something versions or 10 point or earlier, because like that might be something that wasn't implemented in this version. But I'm pretty sure that they are researching things. Of course, quite a bit less than what we are, but still. Okay, we are at 2,500 manpower already. So by the end of this war, we'll probably have several thousand manpower. Right, this infantry might have to pull back a little bit. Just to make sure that we don't, you know, wear ourselves down too much. Okay, now we're fighting an infantry division in here. Don't know when it was mentioned, so in theory it could be any. Oh, fair enough. Oh, capital ship stuff. So is that actually unlocking the... There is still one level on these, but that's 1951, so we're not quite there yet. Chinese clay help a lot with manpower, to a certain degree. Of course, it will also tie down some manpower, but like all the modifiers that we have, then yeah, we'll be gaining a net in that for sure. Do we have... We could maybe send this one down here. Start moving some of the troops around. I mean, Alexander, do you mean manpower for us or them? Because for them, it's... I mean, they get some of the modifiers for sure from those, but like, for us, we'll be getting a lot of manpower. Like in the Comington playthrough. Once I had basically conquered all of China, I had pretty darn good manpower income. I didn't have a massive industry. That didn't matter. Right, we are about to reach here. Is that... We can't reach any of those. These we already own. Oh, HoI is the one. Okay, yeah. But they're bombing the Linga. We do not have air superiority in here. Do we have anything? Well, we got the mixed support, so that's going to fire a little bit against the planes. And I believe we might actually... No, we do not have the heavy AA in here. I know that we got heavy AA in somewhere, I just don't remember the exact province. So we can't go into these two. We could go down to there, but that would be a bit risky. I'm just going to keep in here. That's going to kind of spread out a lot of the enemy troops. Just dig in. Right, but until we get some airfields in Goldmud or something, we can't really keep the airs clear for the most part. So we just need to hope that we don't lose too much troops in this. Although, I don't know, it might be bad. Let's just move one of those away. This one is 50 organization. That's not strong enough. Oh, right, so this fight still continues. As well as, well, this one's probably going to be over soon. I'm going to be getting a bit of reinforcements there as well. How are we doing against the infantry? So that also has only facing of 29. Well, let's have a look at the northern front here, because I know we've got some troops that we haven't been moving. Let's go ahead and attack against the airfield. And against that one. And I suppose we can also push just through here, getting into Manchuria. Get less IC from Conquerland, not all the manpower, so kind of a bit similar. For us, yes. Unlike how much run force oppression captured land is not a constant IC manpower drain. Not a constant, no. But like, we of course won't get all the stuff from there, as Alberto is saying. But yeah, it's not like the manpower loss is just kind of whenever we need to fight. And even then, well, there's actually the attrition of being on... So there is actually a little bit of a constant drain on the manpower, but it's very small, all things considered. Oh, we'd give them fuel for money? Sure. Right, then over here we can go ahead and attack that. I mean, we could have tried to encircle these, but like, we can probably just overrun them, quite frankly. A bit of a support attack there. Then we got some more troops down here. We're already taking that and moving up here. That's good. And then we got one more corps of Mastani's armies to going a bit further north and just cut down the border there all the way. Yeah, it wants fuels the tanks against the Chinese. Well, I mean, in theory, maybe. Although I'm not gonna take that as a gospel. No offense. Right, well, we got a pretty good kind of width for attacks over here. Oh, there we go. So we're going to be moving through here quickly, and then we'll have a lot of troops to kind of spread out. Maybe some go there. But fair chunk, especially Masa's troops, should probably try to head into Manchuria. Mastana's troops can clear out the northern area, I think. So where's Shilka? Oh, right, that was the airfield. Okay, good. The faster we conquer that, the less the enemy will have air force around here. Although, where is the next airfield? It's down there in the Soviet... Well, there's also one over there. But, like, there's small airfields still in the Soviet lands, but the next inside China is all the way into Harbin. So that's not going to be close. Or Beijing, I suppose. Right, so have we won this combat? Almost. What about that one? We're losing strength slowly but surely. Oh, and we're still sinking Japanese convoys. Right. Now, this time around, the Spanish state has not been annexed yet, but I suspect that that might happen next month. Or something like that. This usually takes like a bit of a reset, so to speak. Right, so we're going to go in there, or like switch a month for some of the calculations to be done. Right, so this attack is going fine. We've got another few divisions going up north. Right then, so how's the attack going across the river now? Oh, it's almost over. Down to, well, there's still got 6... oh, there we go. We managed to defend this. Let's go ahead and send in the light infantry over there to help in the defense. The regular infantry will dig in and just hold this line for now. Oh, right, we're still bombing. Oh! Oh, we won because we shattered the marine, didn't we? Alright then, how about we start doing some Yeah, we'll start doing some logistical bombing over here, actually. I want to get their supplies out of there. Although, how far can you got 1,600 kilometer range? You could reach there. You know what? We're gonna switch your target. I just want to make sure that this area is cleared out, and you know that's gonna free up a couple of divisions over here, and then we can hopefully start pushing it further into China. Now, in the areas that we have here, it's gonna be relatively slow advancing. Oh, there we go. So what's that? Oh wow, that is really low width. So what's that? That's just the one. Well, no, they go wagons as well, but it's anti-iron wagons. That's not going to be very effective, I dare say. Saudi Arabia wants to buy some energy. I mean, we got plenty to sell, so I will do that. Right, so are we going to get through here? It is some tanks in there. Which... got armor of 22, but we've got the piercing easily. Have we got on... No, we haven't got on there yet. We've got some troops coming in here to help push forward. So are these... Oh, these are Massa's armies. All troops. Okay. Alright. Alright. This is part of Massa's army as well. Yep. Oh, right. We did get in the close air support down here, didn't we? Also, we got some interceptors there, but that's fine. Let's just go ahead and do a... not a nuke. A quick ground attack over there. Break through that one. Then we're gonna maybe even... Ooh, actually... probably easier to check with this one. Okay, no, they... all of this is something that can be walked through. It's the... basically from this onwards. Yeah. So we can walk through all of Meijiang, basically. At least all in the north. In the south there's a bit less infrastructure. For example, this where that garrison is something that can't be walked into. What we can do is we can just shatter that division. Otherwise, it's going to do the usual switching at the province every hour. Well, technically speaking, twice every hour. Right, so now they're pulling back from there. Oh, there's a counterattack. Oh no, it's infantry tank with armor of 49. Oh dear, we don't actually have the piercing for that. But they don't have the piercing for us either, so it's it's going to be a slow battle. Although once we get this one in, it's going to be no problem. Right, we might need to move in some headquarters in here by the looks of it. Let's actually have a look at Massa's army first things first. There is another one over here, so that one needs to move forward. That one definitely needs to move forward. This one could move forward. We've got some of the the paratroopers in here. I suppose I could take the paratroopers into Irkutsk already. There we go, so that was a successful defense against the counterattack, so we're going to just keep on pushing forward as soon as we are no longer defending. Take the upgrade or separate it, could be. Or maybe it was part of a division that then got partially sank, or something like that. Wouldn't be putting it past the enemy, or past the AI, to just keep on using it. Right, so how are we doing in terms of the... Oh, we're about to do the bombing run here, so we'll know what sort of supplies they have left over in this province. Oh, or did we? Oh no, we turned back, didn't we? Well, bollocks. We have been bombing there, though. You know what? Let's go ahead and attack. Let's have a look at what they have there. So that's Banbar. They've still got quite a bit of organization. Supply shortage is quite large, though, so I'm just going to cancel that for now. Just need to do a little bit more bombing and then let them be there for like at least a week or two. Right, so we're pulling that one back. There's no one in Karanor. That is somewhere we could advance into. We got some troops over here gearing up to attack into the mountains in Madoy. There are seemingly 2 divisions of infantry in there, so it's not going to be all that easy. They probably dug in quite a lot, and then there's a lot more Japanese troops coming in. So Taz's army is probably going to have to be very passive for a little while. We do have a few more divisions, though, that we could utilize. Let's go ahead and split them between these two. So we're going to push forward a little bit, but also clear out that one, and then, you know, keep the front narrow enough so that we can manage it. Down to 62% of strength over here in this combat, but we should be doing fine. Oh, and this one... Oh, right, they're now doing a counterattack. No, I don't need the crude oil. Thank you very much. There we go. So they lost some organization. They're probably not enough. But if they are out of supplies, then It's still gonna hurt them. Right.